Support for this program is provided in part by Marquez Brothers El Mexicano brand, Bimbo, Legacy Construction, and Tecate.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Chukchansi Park. The Fresno Fuego are back home after a superb road trip that saw them go unbeaten. They enter tonight's game with an 8-match unbeaten streak. Here at the Chuck, it is a smooth 98 degrees. I am your host, Jason Phillips, alongside my esteemed colleague. It's dressed like your coworker day here at the Chuck. I am Jason Phillips. This is Adrian Luevino, who's battling the flu.
Something like it. It feels like it. So I try to keep my best to stay in here and broadcast this game for you guys watching.
As the national anthem starts up, we'll be right back with you as soon as this wraps up.
We're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Outstanding job. Always great to open up the broadcast right into the national anthem. It is my Achilles heel. Everybody, welcome back here at the CMAC broadcast booth. Thank you for watching on CMAC or if you're watching on YouTube. Here to see the Fresno Fuego clinch a playoff spot. That's what's on the line, Adrian. So excited to see that. Brian Żłaszko remains undefeated, and the Fuego could not be playing any hotter right now.
The road trip went perfect. I mean, they got wins, they got points. That's all that mattered. Coming tonight, win. They're in. As simple as that. Playoff bound will be for the Fuego. But first, BYU comes to town.
Fresno just defeated BYU twice 2 weeks ago, and that was in Provo, Utah, 2-0 and 3-1. We look at our starting 11 for the Fuego. You'll notice a big difference. A familiar name is not there. Captain Milton Blanco will miss tonight's game due to personal reasons, so Abraham Campos will step in as the captain. Joey Chica is also in there in the lineup. You see Christian Chaney in there, and the solid back four, Brumati, Spurgeon, Noose, and Horde, who I think are the glue to this team and really has given Fresno identity of defense.
Yeah, that back line stayed the same for 6 straight games. They've only allowed 2 goals in that stretch. So their chemistry is not only key for tonight, but later on in the season if they want to win a championship.
And you also see Gaston Signetti is in the lineup. First time this season, age 36, the oldest Fuego player. He's in the lineup. For the BYU Cougars, their starting 11 will look like this. In the goal will be Brendan Ottman, and a very good midfield with Peyton Pemberton and Taylor Fankhauser. Josh Hunter leads BYU in goals. Number 4, the forward, with 3 goals this season. Fankhauser leads them in assists with 2. BYU comes in 4-4-3, sitting in 3rd in the Pacific Division, 15 points. They are 1 point behind Burlingame, who sits in 2nd with 16 points. And leading the division is the Fuego with 21 points. Like we said, looking to clinch a playoff spot, getting to 24 points today. If they draw, they're still looking good. There's 3 games left, obviously. 1 more home game, that's on Saturday. But today, a playoff spot looms. A division title is also possible here in the next coming games. That would be the first since 2013. FC Tucson leads the Western Conference with 26 points. They've got 4 games left. Unfortunately, all those are at home. and Tucson has already handled the teams they'll be playing. So there's an outside, very outside chance, Adrian, that Fresno could catch FC Tucson, maybe get that Western Conference point lead and get a automatic bid into the semifinals, but that is a slim chance.
Never say never, Jason. I'll tell you the same thing. BYU is thinking that too. I mean, they win out, they're in too.
BYU, this is a huge game for them also because next on Saturday, BYU goes home for Burlingame, and that's going to be a big game to determine second place. So if you're BYU, you'd love to get a win here. You'd love to at least get a draw, tie Burlingame going into Saturday's matchup. Fuego in their all blacks, BYU in their all whites. Cheney and the Fuego set to kick us off here as you get a look at the Fire squad. They made their march down from Tioga Sequoia. Fans still trickling in, looking to be a nice crowd. Finally, shade has covered the field. That's great news for the players because it was 101 up until a few minutes ago. It is now 98 degrees at kickoff, and we are underway here at the Chuck.
I tell you what, if you wonder where the Fuego got their name, show tonight's weather. That's definitely it.
Boy, the Fuego came back from that road trip to uncomfortable weather here in Fresno. It's been over 105 up to 108 at times this whole week. So Fuego hoping to use that heat to their advantage. BYU from the mountains. So maybe Fuego might have an edge as this game goes on. We shall see. Tony Torres, I'm going to single out Selma's pride and joy here with the Fuego as Coach Swaska. I asked him, since Milton Blanco's not in the lineup tonight, you know, is it a team by committee thing and any one person going to step up and fulfill his role? And Coach Swaska singled out Tony Torres. He said he's played 7 appearances this season, so he knows his way around the midfield. I'm going to look for him to make a splash today.
Torres' speed it burns everyone. That's what they have to look for tonight, and that's the key thing. The past matchups with BYU, they put goals in. So look forward to that same thing to create space.
Now, a lot of Cheney's goals have been Milton Blanco assists, and it's usually a 3-man game where it's a midfielder, typically Nogales, who sets it up for Milton, who then sets it up for Cheney. So it's going to be interesting to see how good Cheney does tonight without Blanco, if that has any effect on him.
The good thing with Cheney, though, is any goal he'll get, if it's scrappy, if it's in the air, if it's anywhere, he's just looking to put that ball in the back of the net, and he has the ability to.
Taylor Fankhauser back to the midfield, and Ethan Meyer back to Fankhauser, but a little too strong of a pass. And Augustin Ray, who has definitely stepped it up on this road trip and later in the season. 4 clean sheets in the last 5 games, and we talked about it in the beginning. You know, at the beginning of the season, when he was giving up goals, kind of struggling a little bit, but you know, we wanted to see Augustin get that clean sheet. We wanted to see him earn and own this job since Ben Lundgaard came, and I think he's done that, and I think he's played his way into now officially being the #1 goalkeeper.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, before the season started, all the talk was about Ben Lundgaard and about him stepping into goal as soon as he came from Virginia Tech, and Ray has shut all that down. He's been stellar so far this 2016 campaign. He finally got his 4 clean sheets on the road, something we're never going to see here at home, but hey, good for him, right?
Part of it is that back line for the Fuego, who has now developed quite the chemistry. Horde, Brumati, Sergey, and Trevor Spurgeon. Deep ball, Cheney, guarded by Emmanuel Lardy. Through ball to Tony Torres, who's going to race it down. And good job by BYU to keep that in play. Mitchell Scott, otherwise that could have been a corner.
BYU's defense has to be stellar to get some kind of point tonight. They allowed 5 goals, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, against the Fuego.
And BYU wins that one. Out of bounds, throw in for the Fuego. Fuego come in #2 in the PDL Western Conference Power Rankings, behind undefeated Tucson.
That'd be a fun matchup to see. FC Tucson and Fuego.
That would be a remarkable matchup to watch. Playoffs starting this month. 3rd week of June is the conference championships. Last week of June will be the start of the playoffs, and then about the first week of August will be the PDL championship. Hopefully we get to see the Fuego match up with Tucson.
Hope so. Always want to see good soccer.
Cheney to Chica, back to Cheney.
I don't want to there.
Ethan Myers sends it out of there.
Not enough steam right there for Cheney.
Stolen by Fresno. Chica dribbling. He's got Nogales over there to the left. Nogales in the box, has time to sit on it. Wait, ooh, a little pooch pass looking for Cheney. Gets blocked. And now BYU on the move. Ryan Botchberry has it deflected, controlled by BYU. Meyer looking for Fankhauser, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Fuego
Offsides,
ball.
actually.
Offsides, good call. You're not sick, Adrian. You can see just fine. Adrian, he said it earlier, this is his MJ flu game.
Let's hope I perform like MJ, right?
So far, so good, Adrian.
Thank you so much.
Ray, out to Sergey. Sergey has his parents in the house tonight, all the way from Spain. Nice people. I got to meet them just before the game started. Manuel, Sergey's father, Muncie, his mother. It was a short conversation. My Spanish is not very good. Their English is not very good either. So
it's always great to see that, though. Sergey's parents out here watching him play. I know you mentioned earlier this season that you want to get him Defensive Player of the Year.
I told him I was trying my best to lobby for it. He replied, "Well, there's a lot of haters out there."
Including me myself one game, right?
And you're right, Sergey, but we're trying. Tony Torres gets a shot on goal, blocked by Brendan.
Tough shot right there.
Tough angle to sneak that one in, but he's earned a corner. And this is where it's going to be interesting for the Fuego today, because Milton Blanco is the set piece general for the Fuego. He does all the set pieces, all the corners. He's not here today, so first up,
Joey Chica.
Joey Chica.
And don't sleep on Joey Chica. I went to school with him, watched him play a few times out at El Diamante High School. He can do everything, just as good as Milton Blanco.
Oh, a good ball, but headed out by Mitchell Scott. And it'll be another corner.
Corner kick.
Not bad by Joey Chica. Good height, right in the center of the box. Just unfortunately a Fuego player nowhere around it. Headed out by Lardy. And BYU will have officially wrecked that corner kick.
Not a bad ball there, though, by Chica. Played into the box, unfortunately not where Fuego players were.
Decent opportunities. Left foot sent in by Campos. And guarded well was Cheney by Mitchell Scott. So it's Mitchell Scott and Emmanuel Larte seem to be the key men marking Christian Cheney. PDL's leading goal scorer with 12 on the year. 12 goals in 9 games. I think we could officially remove the prospect from his name. The PDL has him ranked number 2.
Yeah, I don't know how he's not number 1.
List. True that. Pretty soon we're going to have to add former Fuego player Christian Cheney, because there are going to be plenty of clubs wanting his services here real soon.
And he has the ability, too. It's not like he's just out there scoring gimme goals.
Pass inside to Cheney. Cheney can't handle it. Pedro Vasconcelos has it. I like that name, Pedro Vasconcelos. Eight minutes in and the fire squad gets going. Unfortunately for the fire squad, they are still in the sun. Luckily, it's $2 Tecate night.
Hey, That helps, right?
Those boys are having fun out there. Here's a little opportunity for BYU. Pass inside, offsides. That would not have counted. Extremely offsides was BYU on that attempt. I believe that was Ryan Botcherby, excuse me.
It's strange seeing Campos wearing the captain's armband.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say, it looks good on him, though.
It does, no, he can pull it off.
He can rock it. Oh, nice defense by Meyer. Meyer looking ahead, a bit of an ambitious pass.
Dumati's still down, slowly getting up.
And falling on the ball, and it will be a foul on the Fuego. A bit of a delayed call.
That's classic right there. You want to get a foul? Fall on that ball.
Yep. I think the referee was giving a delay for an advantage, but once you fall on the ball, whistle's got to be made. First 10 minutes are through. Teams are now settled in.
Ambitious shot right there.
Deep shot that gets past Ray, but he does block it out of bounds. Corner kick for BYU, and maybe that caught Ray off guard a little bit. Deep shot from the left side, about 35 yards out.
I love it right there from the Cougars. Anything, any space you can find, just launch him in.
Corner kick to be taken by Pedro Vasconcelos, who will send it over to Josh Hunter. This is Josh, left foot into the box, bit too strong. And Spurgeon over to Cheney. Cheney on the breakaway. Counter is on. He's got Chica to his left. Tony Torres, excuse me, to his left. Chica to his right. Torres pushed a little bit. No whistle. Mitchell Scott, or excuse me, Ethan Meyer with the great defense.
What a chance right there with the Fuego. Great defense holding on that fort for the Cougars. Cheney played that ball a little bit ahead right there of Torres. I think it would have been 1-0 Fuego.
Torres got a little shove in the back, but not enough for the official to blow the whistle. Cheney picks himself back up off the grass as Vasconcelos controls it.
Everything's going to go through Vasconcelos tonight. He's their engine of their midfield.
Hayden Pemberton over to the side, but that one to no one in particular. Wasted opportunity for the Cougars. There was a good article on the BYU website, and it talked about the challenge that this BYU program has that's unique because no other PDL team has this challenge, and that is recruiting, because every player on the BYU roster goes to school at BYU, so they can't recruit outside players from different clubs. So it creates an extreme challenge that Coach Brandon Gilliam of the Cougars, has to work with. And so it's a good article. If you get a chance, go on and read it. And the fact that this BYU team is 500, third place, it plays very good soccer. That's a credit to Coach Gilliam and what he does with this program.
Yeah, you got hats off to Gilliam. I mean, he has this program where no other college team will ever be in the PDL, and their team is performing. You just said they're at 500. They're out there playing. And I mean, these kids too. Just summer vacation.
Yep. And challenge number 2 is BYU is an extremely hard school to get into academically, so that cuts down your percentage of good soccer players. And there's a ball right to Cheney off his head. A little disappointed. He would like that one back. He looks at Joey and says, good ball.
Now, I'm not completely sure when BYU ends school, but think about that when they start the PDL season. If they are still in session,
right?
How tough that must be on the players.
They're trying, and then challenge number 3 in the article was just what you just said, balance. Yeah. Balancing school, practicing at a high level in the PDL, not NCAA Division I, but so hats off to BYU and the job that they do and these players. Long shot from the right corner.
We got some BYU fans out here too in the stands. Have their flags up. You see the blue.
Trying to see the number of who that shot was for the Fuego. Number 10, who's not on our roster.
That's Vasconcelos. Oh, for the Fuego?
For the Fuego, yeah.
Oh, dude. Milton Blanca making an appearance out here?
He stole his jersey?
He's in hiding or what?
I just must be blind. Diego Medina, number 18. There it is. Medina had that long shot from the right corner for the Fuego a minute ago.
Here comes the break.
Pass over to Cheney. Cheney working against Lartey. Cheney guarded by 3 BYU Cougars, and Lartey finally ends up with it. Cheney really didn't have a chance. Joey Chica was making a run to his left.
What effort there by Cheney, though.
Well, Cheney's used to that kind of marking. I mean, triple coverage. Anytime he gets the ball around that box, he's got to fight through some New York traffic just to get a look on goal.
And teams hate him, not only for his goal scoring, but he can beat those 3 guys on him.
I mean, he's done it consistently.
It's really remarkable to watch Cheney work out there.
Meyer looking for Vasconcelos, but that one too strong. So now 195 official minutes of soccer these Fuego players have played against BYU and only given up 1 goal. And that is that defensive identity I was talking about earlier that this Fuego team has. These 4 backs, Spurgeon, Noose, Horde, Brumati, really the calling card for this Fuego team. And obviously there's Cheney, but it's not that big of a deal unless this defense is limiting teams to 1 goal or clean sheets the way they have.
Yeah, I mean, Cheney obviously wins you games, scoring all those 12 goals in the PDL. But that back line is really the centerpiece for this team. If the Fuego do not have Cheney, this Fuego team can still easily begin contending for a playoff spot.
And one thing I've noticed, they play so well around the midfield and even up, up on offense at times. Like, they make their presence known. Very, very good job by these young men.
Yeah, their possession numbers are always high every single game.
Ethan Meyer and Joey Chica go at it. And we got a foul on the Fuego. It'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Boy, Ethan Meyer and Joey Chica had a collision. Free kick taken by Vasconcelos with a quickness. Ray gets over there and corrals it. Almost disastrous for the Fuego. Spurgeon controls it. Back to Nogales. Spurgeon will now have it. Some space to work with. Up ahead, looking for Cheney. Lartey with some good challenges at the midfield. And some contact. No whistle by the referee. He says play on. Up ahead to Tony Torres. Right side, Diego Medina. Working against Vasconcelos. Excuse me, that was not Vasconcelos. It looked like number 10. There's Pedro. Pedro, left foot. Fankhauser out there, but the pass too strong. BYU coming off a 1-0 decision over Burlingame back on June 25th. BYU off to a good start here at the Chuck, trying to get out of here with at least a point.
I want to remind you, a Fuego win equals a playoff berth.
It'll be a party at that point, Adrian.
Oh, Chukchansi Park, get ready.
Torres, flashy move. Over to Nogales. Left foot, but headed out by the Cougars. Really, we're waiting for that first really good opportunity by either squad. Got a couple shots on goal, but nothing really on point as of yet.
Fresno needs to take shots as early as possible. Ottoman has allowed 10 goals this season in 8 games.
As the first 20 minutes have now passed by, Vasconcelos steals it. Boy, working against Chica. Meyer, nice through ball. Stolen by Joey. And the Fuego now on a break with a chance. Tony.
Credit BYU right now. 20th minute, they're holding down the fort. The Fuego are a first half team. They're up to score first. They scored 8 goals in the first half this season.
In several contests they got on the board early, waiting for someone to make a mistake.
BYU knows it. They're sitting back right now.
Brumati well up front. Left foot by Alvaro Nogales into the box. Looking for Torres, he lets it go. Torres pass to Joey Chica, right foot, deflected by Lartey. And an easy save for Ottman. But that was a good opportunity by the Fuego, good passing.
Jason Nogales has to take that shot right there. It was right, he volleyed right to them. Just has to strike it in. He didn't have enough time to put it down and set it up. BYU's on a lockdown, as they showed early on.
Maybe perhaps with Blanco out, Alvaro might put more pressure on himself to take more goals, or might put pressure on himself to now be the setup man. That right there looked like he was trying to set it up for Medina on the far side. Meyer up ahead. Sergey steals it. Not wearing his normal bright orange shoes. Today he's got the lime green kicks.
Gotta mix it up once in a while, right?
That's right. You know Sergey wants to play well today. He's got his family, his parents in attendance. And that's got to mean a lot to the young man.
You know, he wants to probably get up there and score a goal if he can.
Medina, guarded by several BYU players. Cheney was up there. Smart move to send it back and create an opportunity. This one, though, stolen by Vasconcelos. Good challenge. And the Fuego just kick it away and turn it over. You know, we broke this schedule for the Fuego. We broke it down into 3 stages. There was the first 5 games, which was their pretty much their opening home schedule, and then it was the next 5, which was the road trip, and then these last 4. And we gave them what? Was it a B? Maybe a C plus or B minus for that first group. And most of that came because of the forfeiture, unfortunately. But they rebounded. But I think they absolutely aced that middle part. This middle part of the schedule, that road trip, going undefeated through it. So
I would give them an A+, but they drew, so I'll give them the A. I'm a tough grader, Jason.
And it would almost be a, I don't want to say it, knock on wood, but it would almost be a humongous collapse for the Fuego not to make the playoffs at this point in their last 4 games.
It's gonna take a lot.
Really, they could draw out and essentially make the playoffs, but you'd like to get it over with and clinched as early as possible. Fuego hoping that opportunity comes here tonight. Will it happen? We shall see. And the referee is talking to Campos.
Supplier of Fuego and Freeze uniforms. Visit ProSoccer for any of your soccer needs. ProSoccer, located at the corner of Herndon and Willow.
Back to Tony, midfield, long shot from 25 yards. And man, just wide of the net. But a bold decision by Tony Torres.
Schwashka told you earlier, watch out for Torres, the pride of Selma.
He felt confident in it, and he wanted it, he took it, and it was close. Long outlet from Ottman will be a Fuego throw-in. Elliott will take it. Great one-touch pass by Christian Cheney. That's something you can't teach. And it's Joey Chica working. Back out to Diego Medina, out of bounds to the Fuego.
Smart play there by Chica. Noticing, has no room, takes it back.
Marvelous first touch by Christian Cheney. Torres back now to Campos. Switching sides of the field, hoping that BYU will make a mistake on defense. And Sergey's pass gets intercepted. And you know, in retrospect, we've talked about it a lot earlier in the season, but that forfeiture to San Francisco City, you look back on it now, if that doesn't happen, 4 points to the Fuego, they're at 25, sitting behind FC Tucson, that's at 26 for that top spot in the Western Conference. You know, you knew it was going to come, you knew it was going to be a big deal at the end of the season, those points, and you know, the -1 and the points that we lost for it, but man, if we end up coming within 4 points of FC Tucson, I say we the Fuego, but if they end up coming within 4 points of FC Tucson, you just that little small area in your gut, you're just going to feel bad for Schwaska and the team.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it now, you don't think it's a big deal. But hey, it's going to come back and haunt this Fuego team whether they like it or not. I'll tell you what, though, what a rebound to their season.
Absolutely. Campos to Cheney. Cheney gives it right up to BYU. A little frustrated, miscommunication there. You know, it was a great rebound, and I think this Fresno Fuego team is talented enough, no matter what spot, play-in game, what have you, however, to get into the playoffs. I don't think it's going to phase Fresno at all. I think this team is mentally strong, and they've shown that they can handle adversity in a tough situation. So, all that being said, I think no matter where they get slotted into these playoffs, clinch a spot, wherever, this Fuego team is going to be all right, and they're going to make some noise in it.
Yeah, people forget that this PDL is not, you don't see these players all season. These teammates have only been here for a good 3-4 months together. So in May, except for a handful of players, you don't know anyone.
Right.
And to have this chemistry at this point, it's unreal.
Continually building chemistry throughout the season.
You know what's the scary part too, Jason? I don't think this team has peaked yet. I think they're still going up.
That's very possible. Diego Medina cross inside. That one taken by Tanner Whitworth. And BYU will clear it out. Nearing the 30-minute mark here in Fresno at Chukchansi Stadium. I am Jason Phillips, joined with me by Adrian Luevano. And here come the Fuego making a little bit of noise. Now Gallus in the box, guarded by Larte. And Cheney heads it in. It will count. No offsides. Dale Fuego. la 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 la. Woo!
Christian Cheney, the league leading goal scorer, does it again.
Wow, and when you see this replay, you've got to give Alvaro Nogales a ton of credit for this nifty pass. Every bit of this pass is touch. First off, to keep his balance as Larte comes up, and then
He dribbles around the defender.
I was assuming that Nogales was just going to try and kick it off Larte for a corner, and that would be an excellent opportunity, but Nogales went through with it. An excellent touch pass, and Christian Cheney did the rest.
Christian Cheney will score any goal, any chance he'll get, he'll put it in back of the net, heads it in right there. He reminds me a lot like Javier Chicharito Hernandez from Mexico. That guy's everywhere.
It's Christian Cheney's 13th goal on the year. That's Alvaro Nogales' 4th assist on the year. We said there'd be no Milton Blanco tonight. Would the assist come from Nogales? Yes, it did. And in the 30th minute, Fresno Fuego have gone up 1-0. And the playoffs are absolutely within grasp now.
As we mentioned, result holds, win, and you're in.
No offsides because Nogales got his defender all the way to the goal. Christian Cheney could creep up right on top of Ben Ottman. And here goes Cheney again, one-on-one, working against Josh Hunter. Cheney, that one cleared out.
What defense there by BYU. Cheney just trying to wiggle around, find some spots as he gets pushed down right there.
Torres to Cheney, and Cheney was looking to get it back to Torres. A little bit of a miscommunication. I said Josh Hunter. I don't think it was Hunter. Too far back.
I think it was to Scott.
BYU has light numbers on the jersey. Tough to see.
If you want to volunteer to go to Spotted, come to Chukchansi Park. I'll welcome you with open arms.
And Fuego will be the beneficiary of a throw-in. California Odyssey is in the house tonight. Fresno Fuego donating a few bucks for every soccer ball bought, donating to California Odyssey. Tony Torres sends it in, wide of Ottman, he dives. Cheney was in the vicinity, but BYU is able to clear it. And boy, was that a little bit dangerous. Diego Medina the cross. And Fuego are getting some excellent looks here in the last couple minutes.
Just put your chances in, that's what the Fuego are doing. Keep on doing that, goals come.
Shoulder shove by Ethan Meyer. And Brumati with an excellent challenge. Deep pass, Cheney. More often than not will win body position. This time though, he just had it taken away by Emmanuel Larte. Tony Torres sticks with it. Back over to Brumati. Chica working. Cheney, contact. Cheney hits the ground. No whistle from the referee. Not enough to his liking. And here goes Josh Hunter.
Great effort there, trying to keep it in play, hit it off. Fuego defended there, Brumati.
And it will be a goal kick. Fuego defense up for any challenge. Sergey, right foot, out to Cheney. Nogales will collect it. Campos now, room to work. Dribbles, gets by his defender with ease. Campos, nifty footwork, left footer, deflected. Boy, Campos did a great job just to get that look. Well, Adrian, I must say you're looking more and more like MJ as the game goes on.
Got my towels on me, if only you guys could see. Credit you, Jason, holding down the fort.
I got you, buddy. That's what partners are for. Earlier today, it was Poland and Portugal in a close battle that went to PKs.
How does Portugal keep on advancing?
I don't know, Adrian. Boy, it's drawing their way and PKing their way all the way through the Euro. But once that was over, it was time to focus on the Fuego. Still undefeated under Brian Jwaska's helm, and that is offsides on Joey Chica.
Offside. Fuego.
And as I walked off the field earlier, there's a replay here. Well, folks, we like those extremely quick replays.
We don't want you to miss action here at Chukchansi Park.
Larte, little give and go. Gotta like the possession control here from the Fuego here in these first 37 minutes.
Hard tackle right there. Ref says play on.
Vasconcelos dribbling against now Gallo, turns him around. Vasconcelos, right foot just wide of the goal. Boy, he put a rocket onto the net. Ray, full extension just outside of his grasp. And really the closest chance that the Cougars have had here in this first half.
That's twice already from Vasconcelos taking those long range efforts.
BYU looking for that equalizer, and you think they may have thought they may have just had it. Vasconcelos, a bold attempt. Brumati gives it right up to Taylor Bankhauser, excuse me. And now Josh Hunter working on Elliott Horde. Right foot, chip into the box, offsides, and BYU has wasted another opportunity. And that is BYU's second offside attempt by a very wide margin. Sergey, right foot. Taken now by Medina. Medina tries to set it in, looking for Cheney. It's Mitchell Scott on the defense. That's just Adrian, guys. Don't worry, he's doing all right. Dropping water bottles and charts and phones and pencils.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
He's suffering through this.
It's for you guys.
You're gonna get an award for this, Adrian, after you're done. If you're able to stick it out,
I'm gonna get the man of the match.
I'm impressed.
Right there, the right fielder.
As long as it look like MJ.
Thank you.
That's all that matters. If anyone's listening out there, I'd appreciate a Gatorade.
Chica left foot high and way over the goal.
The fresh strawberries.
We need a medic
Ice cream.
over here to the CMAC booth.
Red, white, and blue
I think I'll have Brian, the trainer for the Fuego, up here. Have him hook me up with some fluids.
With an appetite for America. Dentists, welcome to America's Island.
Five more minutes of official time here in this first half. And it's been the Fuego MVP of the season, Christian Cheney, netting his 13th goal in the 30th minute. And here's a replay of that goal. You see Nogales dribbling, and look at that touch. Cheney, that is 100%. He will put that in. Did that so with ease. Tanner Whitworth over to Vasconcelos. Ethan Meyer. Nice one touch to Josh Hunter and right to Ray. Ray just kicks it out. Boy, a little dangerous there.
Yeah, tough spot. I can't pick it up there.
But the Fuego get it, and now they're on the counter. And the tables have turned. Nogales with Chico on his left. Joey Chica, left foot, right at Ottman. Deflects it, Chica gets it back. Cheney wanted it. We got a handball and a penalty to come.
Caden Pemberton right there is not happy at all.
Peyton Pemberton is absolutely livid. He's asking the ref, what am I supposed to do? And after Ottman deflected it, it went right back to Chica, and a BYU defender unable to clear it out.
Heads up play though by Chica.
And you know what? If it's not a handball, Christian Cheney was sitting there right in front of the net wide open. Watch, here's the deflection. The header's missed. Chica gets it back, and it's a handball on Emmanuel Larte.
Hard to see the intent right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the right call by the official. It's unfortunate. I mean, it pretty much was kicked at Larte's hand, but the rule's a rule. And the penalty kick. And it is in. 2-0. Dale Fuego! La, 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 la.
Tell you what, ease, composure, clinical, maybe a little lucky there. And Alvaro Nogales puts it behind the net.
Nogales, his third goal of the season. And that was one of the more calmer penalty kicks I think you'll see.
And Ottoman, he was just right there.
Brendan Ottman took that a little, I don't know, didn't seem like he put 100% effort into that, but goal is in. 2-0 Fuego, a huge goal right before the half and a little bit of a cushion. And Fuego now about 47 minutes away from perhaps a little champagne party in the locker room.
I don't know if half those guys are old enough to drink.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Ian.
I should have apple cider on hand for them too.
There you go.
Fans will leave happy today. Everyone receives crazy bread from Little Caesars.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, it's Team Photograph Day, so you can get your Fresno Fuego team photograph and team photo, and you can get it autographed after the game. Players will be down on the field signing autographs after this one's over. Maybe can BYU sneak one in before this half is over? I would expect a couple minutes of extra time. but a little ray of hope for the Cougars if they can catch Fresno sleeping here in the next couple minutes. Elliott Horde on the defense. Into the 45th minute. And that one will be a turnover to the Fuego. And the referee wants to talk to Sergey Noose.
We are now in stoppage
Sergey
time.
pleading his case, being a little bit
Time
physical
kept on the field.
with one of the BYU players. I didn't see who. It looks like it's Peyton Pemberton.
Push call there.
Free kick for the Fuego. It'll be Nogales. We are now in extra time. It's been a superb first half for the Fuego. Not missing a beat without their captain and leader, Milton Blanco. Perhaps watching from somewhere, enjoying what his teammates are doing.
Has to be proud of them. Great performance so far, 2-0.
Cheney gets it, right foot, off, deflected from Ottman. That'll be out of bounds for a Fuego throw in. Cheney from the right side of the box. And Ottman has been a busy man here in the first half. Throw in. And that is out of bounds. Fuego will get a throw in, perhaps a chance to sneak one in. The referee not blowing the whistle yet, sure to come any minute. Chica to Campos. And Torres will play it back, and Fresno will play for the second half, it appears. And a deep pass looking for Medina. And it is a corner, and that is the halftime whistle. So no corner will be taken. The Fresno Fuego 2-0 lead here in the first 45 minutes at the Chuck. They are one half away from the playoffs, Adrian, but overall a fantastic first half.
Yeah, there's much you can ask for here for the Fuego. Put the goals in the back of the net early as they're accustomed to. BYU has to play defense, but at the same time attack forward. And that's something I don't think this team's capable.
Well, it's been what's gotten Fresno Fuego to this point in the season. It's Christian Cheney, it's defense, not missing a beat. 2-0 the Fuego lead. We're going to go to halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes with highlights and more coming up right after this. Thank you for watching on CMAC or YouTube. This is the Fuego.
From Liberia, West Africa. Came to the States when I was about 6 years of age due to civil war. Family moved to the East Coast, and then my father joined us in New York, and we made our way to Fresno, California, IA, and that's where my family's been. We've been here ever since. So, well, Fire Squad was basically started in December of 2014. What I was called in to do was to really just be kind of like the liaison that brings people together. I know a few people in town, and Jordan said, hey, you know, if anybody's in a make people feel at home, it's going to be you. And I thought of another friend to get involved in Fire Squad. Her name's Nairi. And between herself and myself, you know, it was just our duty just to make sure that people just felt at home. I don't know if there's any typical match day. I mean, for us, match day begins, you know, games are typically on Saturday. So I'll get to the park at 4 with the rest of the group that's involved from Fire Squad, and we all have different delegations that we have. So I kind of bring the energy and just that voice. So I want to be the last one in type of deal, just making sure everybody's in place. And you know, we had an idea of just doing smoke bombs for the games, and that really worked. So you know, we'll have smoke bombs going into the event, to the game, and drums, and just creating that energy. You know, getting in there and just making sure that it continues, and that's what my goal is, just making sure that energy continues. So there hasn't been a group like us downtown, right? Or even in the Valley for that matter. There are clubs throughout the world that have supporters groups, and those supporters groups are known. You know, when they are walking in the street, you're a part of X, Y, and Z club, right? For us, it was creating that group to where people say, hey, you're a part of something that's positive, first and foremost, something that's fun. And in creating that positivity and uniqueness in that it's something that hasn't been here in the Valley, and just, it draws people from all walks of life. I mean, I have friends that are coming from Sanger, friends that have come all the way from LA just because they're they're transplants, right? And they see stuff, right, online, and like, hey, I want to check that out. So it draws people downtown, and that's what we need, is just a positive draw to downtown. And you know, it's around sports that, you know, we run Fire Squad, right, and the Fuego and the Freeze. We want everyone, you know. I mean, it'd be amazing. You know, the stadium holds 15,000 people, I think they say or estimate. It'd be amazing if we had 15,000 people in that stadium making noise and singing and just having a good time, all in the name of local sport. And it's something that can be done once people just realize that it is attainable and it is fun. So, I mean, once you experience your first game, once you see a smoke bomb, or you see confetti or streamers, there's something to that, right? And that's what we're trying to create here. We're trying to create that sense of, yes, you can be a part of this. It starts with you. You know, and we'll get there.
My team will be a bully-free zone.
My Snapchat will be a bully-free zone.
My house will be a bully-free zone.
My tournament will be a bully-free zone.
My Instagram will be a bully-free zone.
My school will be the bully-free zone.
My team will be a bully-free zone.
I will not be a bully. I will help the bully.
I will stand up to bullying.
Join us, take the pledge.
Join us, take the pledge. Join us, take the pledge.
Join us, take the pledge.
Join us, take the pledge.
Chukchansi Park is a bully-free zone. Take the pledge at FresnoFuego.com.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
And welcome back to Chukchansi Park halftime. Here as the Fresno Fuego lead the BYU Cougars 2-0, looking for their 9th straight game unbeaten, and also looking to clinch a playoff spot in the PDL playoffs. A lot on the line here tonight. It has been a fantastic first half if you're a Fresno Fuego fan. If you're a BYU soccer fan, maybe you got some hope and some things to look forward to in the second half. As you see, it is just myself here at the table. Adrian has needed to take a small break, so he will join us here in just a minute. We have some highlights for you, though, about 45 seconds worth to show you here in the first half. Production team, roll it. And that is Ottman with a save. That was very early on. As you see, the sun is still out. It is now nightfall. And about when this game started, it was about 100 degrees, 98 at kickoff. It's a lot cooler now. It's about 93 degrees. Not a whole lot of opportunities for BYU. Fresno had a flurry of opportunities late. Christian Cheney was able to put one in the 30th minute, and here it is, his 13th goal of the season. A fantastic setup by Alvaro Nogales, and without Milton Blanco, Nogales needs to take that opportunity and take that role on of setup man, and he did just a great job. Christian Cheney will take care of that 99% of the time, and here's Cheney doing some more work. And then at about the 43rd minute, as you see Cheney taking some contact, the 43rd minute, a handball by Emmanuel Larte of BYU gave Fresno a penalty, which Alvaro Nogales converged on for a 2-0 lead. There you see Pedro Vasconcelos, one of the better opportunities for BYU. Ray hasn't had a whole lot of nervous moments. This is the handball, Chica, right at Larte's hand. And Alvaro Nogales would then convert. There it is, the penalty kick. A 2-0 lead for the Fuego, and they really put it on this BYU defense late in the half. And so the back line of the Fresno Fuego doing a great job. The defense doing a great job. Brumati, Noose, Spurgeon, Elliott Horde, all in there. We might see some changes at the half. I would expect Gaston Signetti to maybe enter this ball game, the oldest player for the Fuego, the Argentinian who has helped lead this Fuego team to 3 division championships. And one of those was 2013. And the Fuego hoping to get back to the playoffs. And that starts in just a couple seconds. And it looks as if the starting 11 is still out on the field, so no changes yet. As Adrian joins us.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
Back, sounding better. That's good.
Hey, shout out to the Grizzly/Fuego concession stand, hooking up with the Sprite. We're good now.
Hey, you need some fluids, man.
I
need some
more
shoes,
do.
Some Sprite. You need a little bit of help.
Yeah, but hey, we're back.
Hey,
next 45 minutes should be a good one. Win and they're in. I'm sure you mentioned that when I was gone.
I just got through done saying that, but hey, thanks for backing me up,
there you
man.
go.
That's what a partner is
there
for.
You go.
Backing me up. And you know, actually, while you were in the bathroom, trying to rethink your life in there.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Taylor Gordon's
look at those trash bags.
Taylor Gordon's dad stopped by the booth, and he told me that he watches every home game. He gets up at 3 a.m., sets his alarm, and watches the broadcast, and he said we do a fantastic job, and I hope you agree at home. But anyway, that was good to hear.
Yeah.
People across the pond are watching the broadcast, and Taylor Gordon's father, and unfortunately Gordon isn't in the lineup tonight, not with the team right now, but hey, that was cool to hear.
No,
that was cool to hear.
Any support we get is great.
Right.
I mean, as we continue our journeys in broadcasting, I'm sure we got plenty more things to cover and more events in store.
Hopefully we got some playoff games to come here in the coming weeks.
Let's cross our fingers on that one. Also, if you haven't made it to a home game out here at Chukchansi Park, come out here.
You've got one more opportunity, and that's Saturday. So
come check it out. It's a great atmosphere. You'll love it. If you can, sit with the fire squad.
And luckily, it is another 7:30 tip, so it will be nightfall, and you won't have to brave the sun for too much. Second half underway. Fuego controlled it. And we've got a whistle.
You hear the fans behind us.
Hey, General Manager Jeremy Schultz stopping by the booth. Always good to see. How's it going, Jeremy?
Very good, thanks, guys.
All right.
Looking good out there.
Hey, thanks so much, Jeremy. Great guy. One of the best GMs, not only in soccer for the PDL, but the whole entire valley.
He's got a big smile on his face. You could wonder why.
Just after those 0-2 starts. All the coach drama. He's loving it. It's cooled down quite a bit here.
If you could say 93 degrees is cool, yes, the slightest breeze is trickling through, or at least trying.
You know you're from the valley when 93, it's cool, huh?
Yep. Tony Torres chases it down, working against Larte. Larte just outsizes and outmuscles Tony Torres for that one. Tony's got his work cut out going against Larte.
Remember to grab your favorite El Mexicano cheese. It's your nearest
Campos.
Also, don't forget the best tasting El Mexicano drinkable.
And we do actually have a substitution that happened during the half. Felipe Souza is in. Number 12.
You mentioned Campos' name earlier when he had the ball. To me, he flies under the radar completely. I mean, he's quietly started all 10 games. His pairing with Blanco often goes unnoticed, but he's the whole driving force behind that tandem.
Left foot, and I believe that is Simeon Okoro. He is also in the game. Boy, a couple substitutions slipped by me. Sneaky, sneaky Fuego.
Also on the 18 is Diego Casillas. Joined the team last week. So he looks to get some game action here at home. So we'll wait and see if Coach Washka calls them up.
So it looks as if Diego Medina is one of the Fuego players that got subbed for. And I believe Joey Chica is the other one. So Okoro and Souza are in. Chica and Diego Medina are out.
Space, tremendous space here.
Okoro in the box, deflected out. And we will have another Fresno Fuego corner.
Let's see who takes this one. Chica was taken in the first half. Now that he's subbed out, he's stepping up to the spot.
Well, nobody is yet.
The cameraman's taking this one.
I don't think the Fuego have any intention of wanting this corner. There we go. Alvaro gets out there.
Even the PA announcer was waiting to announce that one. Oh, that's tough right there, the turf.
And that is the temporary turf, as you see.
Warning track.
Pretty much carpet that you call grass. Fantastic corner right to Cheney, but Cheney heads it right to Brendan Ottman.
Did you see that, Jason? Cheney's length. How high he can jump right there.
Well, he has athleticism, that we know, and it allows him to get up and get to most balls other guys can't. But that was a fantastic opportunity and a perfect placement from now Gallos in the corner.
That ball's in the sky. No one should be able to reach that. What a play by Cheney. Keeps on strengthening his resume to be #1 in the PDL prospect rankings.
And that is a whistle and a whole lot of contact. Referee deems that not legal. And I agree, Mitchell Scott, very physical with Tony Torres. And you see here, and he kind of, a little bit of acting from Tony, but he does grab him, so.
That is someplace. That is the right hit.
Maybe. I have not been able to see a whole lot tonight, so I'll trust you on that.
I have a joke I can make here, but I want to keep my career.
This is a great position for a free kick if you're the Fuego. Nogales is by it, as well as Campos. Cheney will go and take his spot inside the box. And look at Sergey Noose, all the way up there playing for the deflection.
He's also blocking that goalie.
Yep.
He was trying to set up his wall.
And
he says no.
And he's also offside, so there you go, Sergey. So will it be Alvaro or will it be Campos? Watch out for Felipe over there. It's Nogales. He curves it around the wall, but Ottman saves it easily.
Great job by Ottman setting his wall in prime position. Easy save.
Spurgeon will give it back to Ray.
We mentioned earlier how difficult it is for the Cougars to recruit and play in the PDL. Hats off to them. I mean, I think you put this team in the NCAA, well, they're constantly making tournament runs and championship effort.
You know, it's definitely an uphill battle. I mean, when you've got, you're going in a league with clubs that, you know, have guys that are out of school that can commit so much more time to perfecting your craft. You're at BYU and you've got to study for a test that's coming up and finals and all this and that. It's a little tough.
Yeah, they're 19 and 20, but at times this boys are going to spend out there.
Yep.
I mean, these players have played pro before that you're playing against.
And outside of, you know, really Milton Blanco, you could say that this Fresno Fuego team is very young as well. So I'm not going to say age is any excuse, but BYU definitely has an uphill battle out there. Brandon Gilliam has a tough job, but, you know, but they want to play in this PDL league, and you know, it definitely makes the players at BYU a lot better.
And Gilliam told us earlier too that it works out better for BYU because, I mean, as you know, the Mormon faith, they go on mission trips, and so when they come back, they're often older than NCAA standards would like them to be. So it's perfect. The league works out great for them, and you gotta love that they're able to embrace the challenge and just work hard out there.
They are competitors. That's what BYU is, and that's what they've shown this year. As Felipe Souza tries to race it down, and they've earned a corner. Great job by Souza to deflect it off of Connor Forta.
Right there, that camera angle showed the whole stadium on the side empty. No, it's not, folks. They closed this side off.
Yeah.
So I don't think no one's here.
Only one half of the stadium is allowed for seating. And Torres was over there, but it's going to be Nogales to take the corner kick.
Check for a short corner here.
How many of you left?
BYU is ready for it. They've got two men guarding Torres. Campos, left footer. It's a bit long. Cheney's going to have to go race it down.
What a battle right there.
Okoro, Spurgeon working against two guys. BYU takes it rather easily. That was almost like taking candy from a baby. My goodness.
And that's calling it back. Looks like it'd be a foul on the Fuego. So free kick for the Cougars.
And we are now in the 10th minute of the second half. And Fresno continues to play impressive defense. Ridiculous kick by Ottman. My goodness, that went the entire length of the field.
You should be kicking field goals for the football team.
I can't argue with that assessment at all. Here comes Simeon Okoro, as I like to call him, Action Jackson. When he gets the ball, he makes something happen. Here he goes.
Look at that speed.
Okoro.
Taken down, and it will be up.
And he got it
outside the box.
Just outside the box. My goodness. I think BYU might have revolted if that was called inside the box. Don't get me wrong. I had, at first glance, I thought it might be two, just like you did. But just outside the box, foul is whistled. Nogales will take it.
But this dangerous chance right here is all created by Okoro's speed. And he shows flashes off the bench where I think he's second half, 45 minutes here, and teams don't know what to do. Perfect 1-2 with Cheney.
Every free kick, you've had Nogales and Campos talking strategy. And Nogales looking for Cheney, the header! And Cheney's a little frustrated. He wants it back. Great play design and an almost perfectly executed.
Can't blame the Fuego. I think their game plan is just find Christian Cheney.
That looked a little too easy. I think Cheney will put that on goal 9 times out of 10. Just over the net.
Good defense there, holding your position. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you're used to seeing Cheney put those goals in.
And while that replay was going on, you missed a good challenge and clear by Bruno Brumati on a pass that BYU put in the box. Campos looking ahead.
Foul. Looks like it will be Fuego.
And that is Sergey on the pitch.
Yeah. You don't want to see this here, especially with this family in attendance.
Josh Hunter is pleading his case. I didn't see what happened. Looks like Sergey took a shot to the stomach, perhaps, after he cleared the pass. And Sergey, I think, is telling the referee, you better watch that man.
There's no yellow showing there either.
It's been a clear game, at least of violations and cards, so nothing to this point.
Wait, what did he say?
Coro, and that'll definitely be a foul. Free kick for the Cougs. And that is your typical, I just lost the ball, frustrated elbow to the back play by Coro.
Been possession field so far the second half. But both teams just turnover friendly. It's my favorite part of the match.
Fire Squad, a loud Fuego chant. And that whole bleacher section is full. The Fire Squad came in support for today. They understand what's at stake. They know the deal. 3 points and a playoff spot is 30 minutes away.
They're ready to celebrate with some adult beverages out there at Tioga.
A tall task for BYU to overcome here.
What a ball right there to Horde.
Fuego on the break. Okoro. Oh, and he had Brumati to his left. Okoro didn't see him. And BYU ends up taking it away. That's just a bit unfortunate. Felipe Souza is going to get called for a trip.
Hunter goes down right there.
And we get a replay here. Stepped on his foot. Probably didn't feel too good, I would imagine.
I don't think so. He's certainly not going for Oscar right there. That's real pain.
chip shot into the box, no one there, and an easy save for Ray. He's had a quiet second half over there. Really, for much of this game, Ray's been sipping tea over there in the park in front of the net. So it's been a relaxing day for Augustin Ray at the net.
He's having a picnic out there with the Fire Squad.
Crumpets and hot tea for Mr. Ray.
Legacy Construction proudly supports the growth of soccer in Central California.
Brumati.
Is a proud sponsor of you.
Cheney making a move. Right foot deep. Ronaldo-esque. Just over the net.
Okay, quick question here, Jason. Who's better, Ronaldo or Messi?
Well, I guess it's really preference. You know, my brain says Messi, but my heart lies with Ronaldo. I would like a little bit better performances. You could really say by both of them in the international competition, but unfortunately Ronaldo missed a huge one today. My goodness.
With the Messi too retiring as well.
Christian Cheney whistled for offsides.
And now we go back to this one.
But I'll tell you what, I hope we have a lot more Messi, Ronaldo, Barcelona, Real Madrid competitions left before either one of them leaves the sport.
They're great.
That is so fun to watch.
I want to see a World Cup between both of them.
Yeah.
That matchup. I don't care if it's in the group, any stage of the tournament.
I think Messi gets the edge in that matchup, at least more favorable.
Have a better team, in my opinion.
Sir. Yes, sir. They just absolutely destroyed USA in the Copa.
Right into the buzzsaw by Chile.
Left foot by Connor Fordham went right to the Fuego back. And now Cheney working. Contact, he hits the ground. No whistle.
We're talking about it too. I mean, how great is it that soccer is growing here in the U.S.? I mean, it's been said for generations and years and everything. But you can really feel the sense of it on the rise.
Well, it's the richest sport in the world, and until it becomes the richest sport in this country, baseball and football and basketball are going to get the premier athletes. Yeah. But I don't think soccer is that far behind anymore. Las Vegas is going to get an MLS team and an NHL team. And I think as we go on here, soccer's going to have more money, and once more money comes, the premier athletes will come. So it's really only a matter of time.
Go support any level you can. That's my motto for any fans out there watching this broadcast or in the stands. Anything you can go out to here in the U.S. Enjoy the game.
It's always my favorite part of being at a Fuego game when there's a lead and the Fire Squad's feeling good and they break out into dance.
They love hitting everything out there. They'll hit the whip, they'll hit the nay-nay. They'll throw back to Soldier Boy, the drink that dance. I mean,
it is pure entertainment, that Fire Squad.
Always a fun time here at Chukchansi Park.
I mean, come here and sit with that group, folks. You will not have a better time. And BYU got a little something going on here. Michael Anderson is now in the game, number 16 for BYU. He got a little something working there, but Fuego have taken it over.
You quickly regaining possession right here. Great passing right now.
Connor Fordham. Back to Fordham. He's got Josh Hunter there behind him. Fankhauser working it. Boy, slicing through the Fuego. Sousa gets his foot. No call from the referee. And there's a whistle. Campos gets taken down by Whitworth.
And there's their first yellow card.
I might have to see a replay on that. I don't know if that was yellow card. Oh, yellow card on against the Fuego.
We have two. The ref waited. Give Brumati a yellow card there. But also a yellow card there to Whitworth.
So the 65th minute, we see our first 2 red cards coming simultaneously.
Yellow cards have been issued to both teams.
I think the BYU bench was not happy right there after not getting that foul close to the box. And the Fuego getting awarded that one. Frustration setting in for the Cougars.
And Ryan Botcherby had his hand around Sergey Noose's shoulders that entire little challenge there. And he finally loses it out of bounds. So the referee deciding not to give the whistle to the Fuego. I believe that's Josh Hunter working against Horde. Now Sousa joins the battle. Out of bounds, that should be Fuego ball, and it is. Referee right on top of it.
Good effort there by Hunter. Taking the Fire squad once again.
The CJSL is home to 30+ Clovis-based elementary schools. Clovis Crossfire FC Clovis.
Quick shout out to all the BYU fans watching here on CMAC and Fuego TV. Online anywhere in the world. We also want to thank you.
Fankhauser pressured, and now it's turned over to the Fuego. Campos, Fuego moving, through ball to Cheney.
Taken down.
And no call by the referee. I think that's the right call. Cheney kind of had a little theatrics as far as that one.
Ball played into Hunter.
And offsides. Hunter can't believe it.
Offside flag is up for the Cougars.
And it's been that kind of a day for the Fuego. Plenty of offsides calls.
Right there, those arms up in the air describes the whole evening.
Cheney give and go to Okoro. Okoro gets hit. And then Torres trips a BYU player. That was quite a little scenario. Referee saying, come on guys, just go ahead and play. A lot of bodies hitting the ground.
The ref so far has let him play on a lot. We only have 2 yellow cards in the 65th minute.
Ramadi out there by himself. Back to Campos in the middle. Sousa goes left. Still working. Looked like he might have had a window for a shot. Okoro now a pass. And Ethan Meyer will let that go out. Smart move by Meyer. A little bit too much on the pass from Okoro.
Around 20 minutes left here to Chukchansi Park. Can't stress it enough. Fuego win. They clinch a playoff berth.
And that is going to go off Hunter. And great job by Sergey to contest. Fuego looking to make it 9 straight games without a loss. The last time they lost was May 14th.
Don't forget, soccer fans, at halftime.
Just shy of 2 months ago. Was their last loss.
Isn't that remarkable?
That is something else.
This team was 0-2 to start the season. And then after the San Francisco City forfeit.
I mean, you're talking coaching change at the beginning of the year. That throws a wrench into your plans.
And then Cole going down with the ACL injury.
Yep, losing one of your starting center backs. So, but hey, you get a gift in Christian Cheney, and you've got a leader that everyone likes in Brian Schwaska, and that's a recipe for success. And getting close to that time where BYU is going to have to start showing a little bit sense of urgency.
For the most updated information on Fresno County events and attractions, be sure to visit Fresno County.
And referee says Fuego ball.
BYU regain possession. Play back to Ottoman.
And Ottoman sends it, just kept it in play. This is Mitchell Scott, well done. Looked like Josh Hunter got away with a handball.
Josh Hunter's really impressed me tonight. His ability just to keep Hunter running. Never giving up on any play, any ball. That's
absolutely right. His willingness to compete for every loose ball and every pass is quite impressive.
And he runs as hard as the ball right there with 2 feet away, or if it's 30 feet away.
Across the pitch, Sergey Noose clears it out. And that threat is thwarted. Looks like we're going to have a substitution for the Fuego here coming up. It's also another Fuego player warming up. Nobody warming up for the Cougars.
So Souza's going to come out. Cipriano coming in.
Juba, who started the last game against San Diego, the 0-0 draw that the Fuego were coming off of. Juba started that game. He's now in.
And Cheney also going off. Excuse me. Cheney just getting a drink of water. Oh, you gotta do that to us, Christian.
Not really moving very fast out there at midfield either.
Now if this result does hold, it's going to be interesting to see what Żłaszka does now that he's clinched the spot. Does he keep on going for it and try to get the top spot? Or does he sit back, rest some players, and say, hey, let's go for it in the playoffs?
You know, it's interesting because the team that, the division that has the best team with the most points, the second and third place team from that division gets a play-in game to the semifinals. So if Tucson ends up being that team, that means the Fuego got to have a division play-in game to get into their spot in the playoffs. So there is like a little bit riding on it for Żłaszka to continue to press on and try to maybe overtake Tucson, but it's just really hard to see Tucson losing one of these next 4 games, all of them being home games. But I mean, you gotta, I think if you're Żłaszka, you maybe give it a game or 2 and see if Tucson maybe does slip up. If they slip up in one of these first 2 and finally get their first loss, maybe you go full steam ahead.
I think you gotta look at the way the team performs against Southern California Seahorses on Saturday. If they look fresh, sure, keep on running them out.
But you're right. Last thing you want to see, and unfortunate it would be, is someone go down with an injury and miss a few weeks. So, but that's sports. I don't think you ever should play scared in that aspect.
And I mean, you've seen teams in all over sports in different leagues where they rest players in the NBA, and the team's not the same. The momentum's gone.
Yep. And here's a little something going for the Cougs. Michael Anderson back all the way out. Now to Hunter. Anderson now. Pass over to Connor Fordham.
What great passing there by BYU.
And Fankhauser sends it wide of the net.
It's not able to finish. What a display by the Cougars.
BYU has just really lacked crispness in their passing and their in-the-box play. A lot of that's due to, you know, Fresno's back line making it hard, harassing them, but it has just been tough sledding for BYU and in their offensive game plan.
That back line, that chemistry, that sets, I think, the Fuego apart from any team in the PDL. They'll pick up the slack when someone's not there. They fill it in.
Out wide,
Shot.
left footer, just wide. Ottman full extension and just missed it, and I believe that was Juba that took that. Yep, that is Juba. Left foot.
Juba's known for those long shots right there.
You see Christian Cheney, couldn't believe it. Boy, quite the effort from Cipriano. 75 minutes have passed, 15 more to go.
How's my MJ flu game going?
Dude, you're definitely having a good fourth quarter, man. You're looking good, looking like you're on the second half of this thing.
Here we go, as I mentioned, a free kick.
I think MJ picked up his second win late in that fourth quarter. I think you got it going on. Pitch inside. Header. Ray saved it. He might have been behind the line.
Side ref says no.
Holy cow.
What a chance right there by BYU, playing that ball inside the box.
That was a marvelous pass and the best opportunity yet of the night for BYU, and it was so close from Ray being behind that line.
They had two Cougars right there, and none can hit that ball in.
We got a replay for you coming up here in a second. I can't wait to get a look at this, because that was absolutely close. Here we go. Valencelos, and it really just goes off the thigh of Emmanuel Larte. And you know how quickly Ray got out of there. That kind of tells you the story. Whoa.
Close.
Very close, and Ray's running out of there like, oh, that might have been across the line. I'm going to get out of here.
Ray smartly saying, I'm going to get out. Don't worry about this. And look who's coming on. Gaston Signetti.
There he is.
The oldest Fuego on the team.
16 seasons. He's 36, out of Fresno Pacific, hometown of Cordoba, Argentina.
What a treat.
Yeah,
we have.
Been around this program for a while.
He was drafted by the Rochester Rhinos in 2005 of the USL.
Yeah.
He was former captain of this Fuego team, too.
Well, I'll tell you what, our notes are right on there.
Yeah.
But do you have, he worked as an insurance broker when he didn't play soccer?
I do have that.
Oh,
hey, there we go.
Cheater, you're lying.
I was looking over your shoulder.
You don't have that.
Maybe. hey. No one knows that. Most viewers believe me, right?
Man of many talents, Mr. Signetti. Okoro's pass a bit too strong.
Tell you what, this Chukchansi Park is home to one national champion. I think the Fuego want to make that too.
This might be the year. Still 93 degrees.
Gotta love the valley, right?
Gosh bless it. You know, you can ask BYU if the heat had anything to do with it. Maybe.
BYU's going to send any great weather to us. We'll be happy to receive it.
And Okoro, a clean look and too strong over the net. And I think it was offsides. It would not have counted. The side referee had the flag up, so never mind. But it looked good.
It looked like it. Just a little too much under the ball.
And Abraham Campos has been substituted. That is why Signetti has the captain band on. Pass inside the box. BYU will send it back out.
Personally, I've been waiting for Signetti to play a game this whole season.
Hunter guarded by Horde.
Great defense there.
Horde wins that easily. And Cheney is offsides.
Offside. Fuego.
"10 minutes and change remain, and Fuego can look at 24 points, remaining first place, a playoff spot, 9 games, unbeaten, and a sure lock on the #2 spot in the Western Conference Power Rankings. I don't think they're going to get past Tucson unless they happen to slip up this weekend. But it has been an impressive back end of this schedule for the Fresno Fuego and an impressive season. There's a trip and maybe a card coming. Juba Cipriano hit the deck hard. And the official has the yellow card out. Great job by the camera crew. Ethan Meyer will pick up the yellow card and a deliberate shot to the leg.
Yellow card issued to the Cougars.
Tell you what,
#5.
Maya right there is lucky he didn't see red.
Is in the referee's book.
Blatant shot to the shin right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Campos is still in. He just gave up his captain's sleeve.
Great respect right there for Signetti.
Another thing these eyes have missed, I just need glasses. That's all there is to it.
We'll hook you up. 1-800-LEN Craft.
I still thought I had eagle eye vision at my young age. Appears not. Deflected into the box, cleared by BYU. That was almost dangerous.
Got a couple Cougars warming up on the sidelines.
Looks like Peter Pearson will be coming on for the Fuego here soon. Brumati sends it deep, looking for Cheney. Cheney looking for the pass. Signetti passes to Okoro. Unable to really get a good angle on it. Okoro now dribbling. Back out, Campos. Hunter deflected it. Campos is able to get it back. Amazingly, the Fuego still in possession. But now the Cougars take over. Cougars looking to counter. No offsides. This is good by Ryan Botcherby. But cleared out by Elliott Horde. Well done by the Fuego back line. Now Vasconcelos will run it down. And Brumati gets enough of it. Just great challenges all night by Bruno. Right to Sergey, he'll take care of it. And the Cougars was really lacking great attempts on goal tonight. Cheney working against Larte. Oh, get him, Cheney. Christian, oh, deflected. He was looking for Signetti. Oh, you can see Christian's eyes light up as he went one-on-one right there. He wanted that one.
Cheney wants that brace so bad.
We were talking about that before the game. You predicted a 4-0 score.
I did.
I predicted 1-0.
I think we're giving the edge to you.
The Fuego are going to meet us in the middle, it looks like. Unless BYU has a miracle up their sleeve.
Still have time. 6 minutes and change.
School no longer in session. It would be a summer to remember if BYU could pull this off in maybe 7 minutes and some change. And vault BYU up into second place. Substitutions on comes Jaden Wagner for BYU. And also Cameron McLaughlin will come in. 2 forwards make their appearance. And Peter Pearson comes in. Now we've seen this happen this year, Adrian. There's only one more substitution allowed for the Fuego.
Let's hope they don't go over that one again.
So let's make sure that we are all on the same page. Pearson comes on. Elliot, no, looks like Alvaro Nogales will sit down. Nogales, an excellent job. A goal and an assist today. Quietly having a fantastic year as Nogales. Third on the team in assists, third on the team, second on the team in goals. Tied for second in goals now.
Everyone gets lost back to Cheney.
Well, Blanco and Cheney get a lot of the credit, but a lot of it is Alvaro who sets a lot of that up. We see you, Alvaro. We see you.
I'll give you the credit. As well as Tony Torres, we see you too.
Yep.
Looks like BYU will make a change here.
Tell you what, Tony Torres gets my hustle award.
Same here.
Man never stops moving.
Ray looking for his first clean sheet here at home.
Cheney wins that. Pass to Signetti. Doesn't want the left foot. Juba will take the left foot right at Ottman. Easy save. Juba has put a couple good looks on goal. And Ray races that one down. Jaden Wagner just into the game, gave that one a good run. Well, this one's surely to finish in this result. BYU gonna have a big game against Burlingame coming up Saturday now, as the standings will stay the same. Still one back of Burlingame. However, BYU will fall -4 in goal differential, and that's not where you want to be. Burlingame does have the edge in that category.
Should be a fun playoff race in the Western Conference. Not only in this division.
Whistle on Trevor Spurgeon, and now we've got some extracurricular activity going on after the whistle. And we've seen a red card here at the Chuck for a lot of extracurricular activity after a whistle. None of that here, though. Free kick for BYU in a very dangerous spot. Pedro will take it. Mr. Vasconcelos.
But first, we have two subs checking in for BYU.
And it looks,
Jacob Miles.
Yep. And it looks like Diego Casillas will come in. So all the reserves, except for Mr. Lundgaard, are in.
No more changes for the Fuego.
No more. No more. Okoro comes out. He started just the second half, so he gets in 43 minutes. Well, now it is Jaden Wagner to take the free kick, the lefty. And a high kick, back post. Larte heads it. Left footer by one of the Cougars is no good. That was Michael Anderson, but it is a corner. But just a few minutes left here at the Chuck. BYU must hurry. Nice cross, but that one cleared out by Cheney.
Remember to grab your favorite El Mexicano cheese at your nearest grocery store with any of your spaces. Also, don't forget the best tasty El Mexicano drinking yogurt or smoothie for your convenient breakfast on the go. El Mexicano.
With a Fuego win on Saturday and a BYU win over Burlingame, that would be a division title for the Fuego, as that one Ray swats out. Thwarts that attempt.
Corner kick for the Cougars.
So the Fuego hoping for a division title. 2013 was the last. This team is definitely deserving and good enough to get it. Corner, headed way out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick.
We are now in stoppage time.
And I believe that one went off of Mitchell Scott. And we are now in extra time. Official time is up.
And a yellow card to be awarded for Ray.
Well, delay of game.
Augustin Ray.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Not me either. I can't remember the last time we saw one against Chuck.
Second yellow card against the Fuego today. Nice defensive challenge by Marte. And this will be 5 clean sheets in the last 6 games for Ray and this Fuego defense. Unless BYU gets one in, that one sends too long. Michael Anderson working, grabbing Elliott Horde, and the referee will call a whistle. Any minute now. I don't imagine there'd be too much time here left in this one. A couple minutes, maybe 3 at the most. And you're going to see a playoff clinching celebration by the Fuego as soon as that whistle comes. And a shout out and great job by Brian Zwaska and this Fuego team. A great turnaround. Cheney still battling. FIFA spin move, but he loses it.
BYU on the counter here. Looking to make it a 2-1 game. Will the ref give him enough time to do it?
Looking back post, and a handball, and a BYU Cougar player who slipped. And it looks like that's Jaden Wagner. Mistimed that one just a hair. Well, Sergey Noose's parents picked the right game to come watch. Playoff clinching game. Sergey played well.
Have to be proud of your son right there. Helping Ray get a clean sheet. Great achievement for the Fuego defense. And there it is.
There's the whistle. This one's over at the Chuck. 2-0. Fuego are in the playoffs. 9 straight games unbeaten. Christian Cheney, goal number 13 on the year. Game MVP is Alvaro Nogales. I would agree, a goal and an assist. And the Fuego at least know they're playing later this month.
What composure by the team. We can't say it enough. Started off 0-2 in the season. Come back after coaching change, whole fiasco, drama filled. And to go in here, win 9 games, or 8 games, excuse me, 9 games unbeaten. Sit at 24 points. If you would have told us that at the beginning of the 3rd week, we would have thought you were crazy.
Can you hand me that stick down there, Adrian? I'm going to beat this dead horse one more time.
There you go.
Got to beat the dead horse one more time. That San Francisco City forfeiture, it would give the Fuego 28 points right now, right this very second, which would put them atop the Western Conference ahead of Tucson, although Tucson does have 4 games left. But mind you, still a fantastic job by the Fuego. Great season. Glad to see them get to the playoffs. Welcome back here to the CMAC booth. You're watching the Fuego on CMAC TV. Adrian Lueveno, who has battled the, I don't know what kind of virus you have today, my man, but you have battled through a job well done, the
Thank
MJ
you.
flu game.
Hey.
Jason Phillips back with us.
This Sprite right here.
We have some highlights for you, some full game highlights. Production guys in the truck, roll it. Let's see it. And a lot of this early as you see the sun's still out.
Fuego were cross happy this whole game. Trying to get anything going.
That was a good chance by BYU. Just a handful of decent opportunities by BYU. Tony Torres getting a little ambitious there. And here was the goal. Number 13 for the PDL goal leader. Big smiles from Cheney. Different angle. Just incredible touch by Alvaro.
Cheney, man, once again, what a player. It's hard to believe he's stuck with the Fuego for this long, considering his season.
Pedro Vasconcelos, that was a Ronaldo-esque shot from about 25 yards out that just went wide. He played a good game. Josh Hunter played well. He battled. Vasconcelos played good. Emmanuel Larte did a very good job defensively. We called his name a lot. Unfortunate handball you see right there. Nothing really he could do about it. Alvaro Nogales converts the penalty. Points to the Fire Squad. Yeah, we got this.
That one's for you, Fire Squad.
That's right. Why he's the game MVP. I really don't think Ottman gave it 100%. I don't think Ottman gave 100% on that PK, but
physical game.
A ton of smoke in the air at the Chuck. A lot of fire bombs let off by the Fire Squad. You see all that pink. They just let off a few dozen smoke bombs. Fuego celebrating in front of the Fire Squad. They're headed to the playoffs. They'll also be back here Saturday night, the last regular season home game. Come check it out. If you haven't come to the Chuck yet to witness the Fire Squad, it is a great atmosphere. And if you don't come to that game, hopefully you'll have at least one shot in the playoffs. Hopefully we get at least one, maybe two home games in the playoffs. Still yet to see 3 more regular season games. Fuego will play here Saturday night, then they will travel for their final 2 regular season home games, hoping that maybe a miracle happens and we end up maybe that top team in the Western Conference.
At this point, they can breathe easy now. At least get a little bit of relaxing now. Know that you clinched. Now you just have to take care of business. Try to get that top spot.
That's going to do it for us. Thank you for watching the Fuego on CMAC TV or on YouTube. We'll see you here Saturday night, 7:30, against the SoCal Seahorses. For Adrian Lueveno, I'm Jason Phillips. Thanks for watching, and also good job to the guys at CMAC. We'll see you Saturday. Dale Fuego, everyone.